How's it going, everybody? We're back again with another episode of the revision series. I'm joined here again, like always, with Cody. Cody, how are you doing?
Oh, just dandy.
Dandy. So in this episode, we're opening up 24 packs of Rise of Destiny. Rise of Destiny released in November 20th, 2004. Highly sought after cards were Thestalos, the Firestar Monarch, and Dekoichi, the Battle Chanted Locomotive. So again, this is going to be another one of those smaller side sets. So we only have 20 cards available for us. For the one secret, we have the Creator. Pretty much, it's like a walking monster reborn once per turn. In the ultra rare slots, we have a continuation of the LV monsters with Silent Swordsman level 3 and Mystic Swordsman level 6. In the super rare slot, we have the BES Big 4, Thestalos, the Firestorm Monarch, and Divine Wrath. I don't know about you, but I remember I actually pulled a Thestalos when we were kids.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure I did too.
I thought he was actually the coolest of the Monarch.
I didn't pay attention to them back then. I was like, I don't know this card from the anime. Get out of here.
And then we have Divine Wrath as a additional counter trap, stopping monster effects. In the rare slots, we have stuff like the Ultimate Instinct level 3, Machine Duplication, which probably isn't going to be relevant right now, but will definitely become relevant later on. And of course, Dekoichi, a flip effect that allows you to draw a card. Finally, in the common slots, we have the numbered Harpy Ladies with Harpy Lady 1, 2, and 3, along with a new field spell for Harpy Ladies, which actually makes the deck actually fairly competitive. It boosts all the Harpies by 200, and then every time one is summoned, you get to pop a spell or trap. We have the Creator Incarnate, a monster that allows you to summon the Creator from your hand a bit easier. And a card that I always enjoyed growing up was the Raging Flame Spirit. Starts off really small, only has 100 attack, can attack directly, and every time it does, it gets 1,000 bigger. I think all in all, with it just being another side set, it gives us the opportunity to actually get play sets of cards, which is always nice to have. But altogether, I think there's definitely some playable cards in here.
Oh, for sure. I think I like this set more than last set, to be honest.
I think so too. I think the commons are a little bit better. I think the super rares are just about the same as the last set. You got the single Monarch in there, with Divine Wrath being another playable super. I think in the last set, I don't remember exactly what all the supers were, but I think there was like one that was just kind of a bad card altogether.
Mobius was the super, wasn't he?
Yes, but I think there was like another playable super in the last pack that I would put in the same category as like Divine Wrath at just being playable. And then the BES core just being like, well, why do I want to play that card versus like some other cards? I think it was like Inferno Fire Blast was a super in the previous set, and it's like, yeah, why do I want to play that?
And I was very upset that I pulled 2 of them when I don't even have a red eyes.
Well, what do you say? Should we just get right into the pack openings?
Sure thing, pal.
All right, buddy. I'll see you in the game.
Alrighty. All right, how's it going, guys? We're back for episode 9, fresh off a win. Now, is it just me, or is it a little hot in here? A little spicy, a little picante. I'm playing fire this week, so don't judge me, okay? Right off the bat, we got Grenmaju in this deck. There's a reason he's there. I know he hasn't hit his potential yet. Shut up, let me cook. So he's here because we have several monsters that will allow us to banish. And there's enough that will allow us to actually get a really good Grenmaju if we can actually last that long. 2 copies of Inferno. Like I said, this one can only be summoned by banishing a fire monster from the graveyard. And then if it destroys an opponent's monster by battle and sends it to the graveyard, I get to burn for 1,500. That's kind of the secondary aspect of this deck. There's a lot of burn, but I didn't want to make it the primary focus of the deck. 3 copies of Lady Assailant of Flames. This one is a flip effect where it can banish the top 3 cards of the deck and then inflict 800 damage to your opponent. So both of these cards feed the Grenmaju, while also doing a little bit of burn themselves. Mash Dragon is a searcher specifically just for the Mash Dragon. He's also a fire type, which works with other cards, but it's also a good way to keep a body on the field and deck thin a little bit. 3 copies of Raging Flame Sprite. So this card is very low. It has 100 attack, but it can attack directly. And if it does battle damage to an opponent by direct attack, it gains 1,000 attack. So the longer this stays on the field, the more powerful it becomes. It's a fire, which helps with another monster, but it's also a pyro, which helps with Solar Flare Dragon. 3 copies of him. So with his effect, if I control another pyro monster, he can't be destroyed by battle, the Solar Flare Dragon. And then during every end phase of my turn, I will burn for 500. Now, a decent boss monster. I have 2 copies of Thestalos, the Firestorm Monarch. Now, this one could inherently be better than Mobius last week because Dakota spends a lot of time recently not playing a lot of back row. He tends to throw just random ass cards down. If they're traps, they're easily chainable. If they're spells, they're gone in a flash. So with Thestalos, if I tribute summon for him, I discard a random card from his hand. If it's a monster, he gets burned for 100 times the level of the monster. So if I can hit a high monster, it'd be kind of nice. 2 copies of UFO Turtle. Unfortunately, I don't have a full set of this, but it is a good way to search out any fire monster with 1500 or less attack. 3 copies of Ultimate Baseball Kid. So for every face-up fire monster on the field, it gains 1000 attack. You can send another face-up monster then to the fire monster control to the graveyard, and I can inflict burn damage at 500. Don't really plan on doing that unless I can get game off it, but you know, it's nice to have the option. 2 copies of Vato. I put it down from 3. I have the 3rd in the side deck, but as time goes on, I'm seeing a hell of a lot less use out of this card, which I think is the point he's trying to make. So this one may be on a ticking clock. We'll see how it goes. Dark Hole for monster removal. 2 copies of Enemy Controller, just to primarily stop a battle from happening, put a monster in defense position. 2 copies of Heavy for unrestricted back row removal. 3 copies of Molten Destruction. I actually had a field spell that does a good buff, and I have more than 1 copy of, which is awesome. And it just happens to be for fire monsters. Monster Reborn, for obvious reasons. 3 copies of Rush Recklessly. So this is a chainable quick play spell that's primarily here to make sure I can keep monsters on the field. So if I'm forced into an early Gren Maju and he's not as strong as I'd like to be, I can give him some extra attack points there. Or if I have the Flame Sprite or the Ultimate Baseball Kid on the field and I want to keep them, same thing. It's a way to try to keep my lower attack monsters on the field for longer. Finally, I have 3 copies of Backfire. The only trap card I'm playing in this deck. It's a continuous trap, and if every time a face-up fire monster on my side of the field is destroyed and sent to the graveyard, it burns him for 500. Now then, for the side deck, I have an extra copy of Gren Maju. I don't think 3 is necessary. A lot of you are probably going to say 2 is unnecessary, or even 1. Shut up. 2 copies of Gren Maju. You know, I said it before. He's my boy. He's staying. The 3rd bait doll. 3 copies of Offerings to the Doomed. I am hesitant to play this. It's only if I have to, because this sick son of a bitch loves to play cards that make me discard what I drew or not draw at all. So adding to that is not really in my my desire right now, you know. 1 copy of Swords to help stall the game out. Only 2 copies of Curse Seal this time, not 3, mainly because I know a lot of the spells he plays are one of his staple spells anyway, so it's not really worth it to lock him out of those for the rest of the duel, because there's not a lot of ways to recycle them. 2 copies of Draining Shield to just stop an attack from happening and then help me gain some life points back. Nightmare Wheel to lock down a monster and do a little more burn damage, and 2 copies of Ojama Trio to lock his board up. And then if he wants to get rid of those monsters, it's going to cost him 300 each. So just slight burn there. That's my deck. It's hot in here, so take off. No, don't. I'm out of here. See ya.
All right, guys, we're back from opening up our packs, and yeah, feeling pretty good about this. So originally I was gonna play fire, but then looking at the deck, I was just thinking, you know, something just feels off about it. I don't know if it's like the card choices or the ratios of the cards. I was missing some of the fire monsters that I really needed play sets of, so I opted against it and decided that I'm gonna play a variation of chaos in a way. So like my other deck where I was playing nothing but darks, but I was playing the 2 copies of Dark Magician of Chaos, this time we actually have a much better light pool to play off of. So we're doing the 2 copies of Chaos. We can now play the 1 copy of Chaos Sorcerer to banish his monsters. We're doing 3 copies of Dekoichi. It's a flip effect monster that allows us to draw a card, so hopefully we can keep using it to gain more card advantage. 3 copies of Nudoria. If it's destroyed by battle, I can target a monster on the field and destroy that, so anything that's problematic, because Cody does have potential to just throw down these very explosive cards at random times. One Night Assailant to also pop a monster on the board. One Witch, when it's sent to the graveyard, I can add any monster with 1500 or less defense from my deck to my hand. And for our light monsters, we're doing the 1 copy of Faith to recycle our spells, 2 Magical Merchant to hopefully search a spell while also throwing some lights and darks into the grave, 3 copies of Ninja Grandmaster Sasuke. If it battles a face-up defense position monster, it automatically destroys it. We're also playing 3 copies of a new card, the Creator Incarnate. So if this card's on the field, I can tribute it and special summon 1 creator from my hand, which I do have the 1 copy of the creator. So this card cannot be special summoned from the graveyard, but once per turn, I can target a monster in my graveyard, send 1 card from my hand to the graveyard, and special summon it. So it's essentially just Monster Reborn every single turn. Also playing the 2 Monster Reborn, 1 Change of Heart, 1 Heavy Storm, 1 Premature Burial, 1 Rhoda, because a lot of the lights that we're playing, like these ones, they're all warriors, so we can actually search a light if we need to. 3 Offerings of the Doomed. Because we're playing stuff like Dekoichi, I'm not too concerned about losing my draw phase, but I do want to out monsters if they're problematic. 2 Poison of the Old Man. We are playing a slight burn engine in here, but it's also just a spell card, so if he tries to blow it up with Bait Doll, I can just chain, or I don't even have to chain to it. The Bait Doll won't destroy it. Or if he does have a heavy, I can just chain to it and use either one of these effects. That also is the same thing with the trap cards that we're playing. They're chainable. So even if he tries to destroy it, I can at least get the activation off before he has an attempt to, wipe out some of my cards. So we're playing 1 Time Seal, 1 Drop Off, 3 Secret Barrel, and 3 Ojama Trio. For the side deck, we're playing some spell and trap removal cards in Arm Ninja, the Crimson Ninja, the Trap Master. For the spell cards, we're playing 3 Bait Doll. Just in case the burn engine ends up working out and we want to add more, I'm also playing 2 copies of Wave Motion Cannon. And then for additional trap cards, in case these ones aren't doing the trick, 1 Compulsory Evacuation Device, 1 Judgment of Anubis, 1 Ordeal of the Traveler, and 1 Ring of Destruction. So yeah, finally, I actually get some decent lights that I can play for an actual Chaos core. And yeah, we'll just see how it goes. Yeah, here we are. Rise of Destiny.
Rise.
The fire rises.
Yes. And one of us shall stay in the wreckage, brother.
that's the wrong property. Yes.
Yes.
Tired of you fucking our wives. Hey there, yeah. Mr. Mailman. I don't have that filter on the microphone. I can't do a Bane unless I cut my hands. I'll buy a Bane mask and I'll wear it for every episode, and then I'll even wear it outside so I can get a nice tan. And then I'll come back for like another episode without the mask, and then like you'll just see the tan lines across my face.
The diaper tan line. Yeah.
The diaper of the face.
I was gonna say definitely don't wear that whenever Kyra's in school if you go to pick her up, because you'll probably get arrested.
Oh yeah.
Going on school grounds with that thing on.
This here is a detonator. I'll hear like children screaming. Oh, what a lovely, lovely voice.
Yeah.
This here is my child's permission form.
I'm here at this PTA meeting because we don't have up-to-date books. Yes.
The lies spread by your Commissioner Gordon. Where did all the funding go?
I'm here to take back our city.
Yeah.
Gotham, take control. Take control of your school board.
Well, so to start things off, I'm curious how your polls went.
I was about to go into another Bane impression there, but you would have started on me. My polls went fine.
I thought that they were pretty okay, but I honestly did think about, you know what? I have the Mulligan ticket. Why not try it?
Okay.
But I decided against it. Maybe on a full set where we actually have 100 cards to choose from.
Fair. That's probably a good idea.
Right.
I probably would have used one last week if I could have, but it worked out. I won. So
you remembered that you got to craft Horus and you were like, you know what? I don't need it.
Yeah. No level 6 though. Don't need them.
We have the die again. It's returning. I gotta just keep one over here so I don't have to keep getting up to get it.
Yeah.
All right, I got my pick.
All right. Eeny, meeny, miny, mo. I don't give a shit about this song. No. Okay.
I think you need to die too there, bud.
No die for me.
I
That's your
think
gimmick.
I think for this one, I do want to have a little bit of setup.
Okay.
Hopefully my hand agrees. All right. We'll go to main phase. You know what? We'll keep it nice and simple. And I'll pass it back.
Okay. Stand by the main.
Yep.
I'm not used to these large hand sizes. I've done a couple speed duels now. With,
Yeah.
recording. What do I want to do?
You want to just pass without playing a single card.
You want to pass?
Set and pass.
Ooh, okay. I will draw. Stand by to main. How do I want to approach this?
Cautiously.
The set could be anything.
Could be.
Literally anything.
Anything.
Ooh, I got something funny.
Let's do it.
Yeah, let's do the fun play. I'll start by activating Change of Heart.
Okay.
Gimme. A Masked Dragon. Oh boy, you're playing dragons. All right, I'm going to then flip and flip just because I can. And I'm going to immediately sack them both off for chaos. Chaos!
Okay.
I'm going to trigger the witch too. Grab any monster with 15 defense or less. What would that be? I'll grab a ninja grandmaster.
Ah.
I'll go battle phase and I'll get in there for a nice clean 28. I'll go to main phase 2. I'll activate time seal. Turn that auto draw off. And I'll proceed to the end phase and resolve the Dark Magician of Chaos. And I will grab the Change of Heart. Back to you, bud.
Remember what I said in Speed Duel? The last episode? Why
What?
can't I turn auto draw off?
Oh, is it lagging on you?
Maybe. I don't know. Yeah, I'll just put it back on the deck.
Okay.
But what I said during the last Speed Duel episode, how the fuck do you get these opening hands?
I don't know, man. Maybe it's just all part of the strategy. My deck building is on peak today. I will tell you, everything that you're seeing so far, not a single one of these was in my first attempt at building a deck. I came up with something different previously.
Guess I'll set and pass.
Okay. I will draw for turn. Standby to main. Let's normal summon the Ninja Grandmaster.
Mm-hmm.
We'll proceed to battle, and I will attack with Chaos. And remember, it gets banished if it gets destroyed. Oh, okay. Oh, it needs to go to the graveyard to... That's rough. You're playing fire. That's why you're playing Masked Dragon.
Yeah.
Oh, dude. So I'm guessing that there's the 3 copies of Solar Flare. You're probably playing Raging Sprite. I don't know if you got the Ultimate Baseball Kid. I'll get in there for another 18. And I'll go to main phase 2. I will set a card and pass it back.
Just hit me.
Oh, no.
Just hit me.
Okay.
I have things I can do, but it's not worth it anyway. You're gonna kill me anyway.
All right, I'll just go battle. I'll get in there for lethal.
Yeah.
Damn.
All right.
Oh, you're gonna go for the setup.
I'm not giving you card advantage.
I mean, you are, because you're letting me.
Or yeah, I mean, I'm not letting you set up. I mean, you know. Stand by the main.
Yep.
This would have been a fantastic hand last duel, but
Would
to
it?
start,
Would it be better going second?
oh fuck yeah. Sometimes I feel like you have that like anime protagonist, like YuGiOh luck. I get that like Joey luck half the time.
I mean, the Joey luck is top decking.
No, that's Yugi's thing. The entire like anime, that's Yugi's thing.
I mean, if you want, I'll let you just start like inherent special summoning the Flame Swordsman from your extra deck whenever you want.
No, I'll just get a time wizard every turn, and it'll always resolve. And it burns occasionally, not all the time, just occasionally.
All right, I will draw. Anything in standby?
Not a damn thing.
Cool. I'll go to main phase. So now I know that you're playing recruiters. If I remember correctly from way back, I believe you said that you even had a playset of the UFO turtle.
Not a playset.
So probably 2.
Unfortunately.
I'd imagine you're probably just playing Mash Dragon for the sake of it being fire. So it's like the only thing that it recruits is another Mash Dragon. Let's set 1, 2, 3. Pass it back.
Okay. Standby to main.
Sure.
I want to go about this.
You want to pass the turn?
No, actually, I want to activate Heavy Storm.
I will chain in sequence. Chain link 2, Secret Barrel.
Okay.
Chain link 3, Ojama Trio.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. 9 times 2, 18. Okay. What'll play?
What was your back row?
Bada boom.
Oh, okay.
Next, I'm gonna sack off
Ooh.
for Thestalos.
Okay. What's it
I'm
gonna be?
activate his effect.
Okay. It's 100 per level, right? Yeah.
Yes.
Okay, so you hit the Ninja Grandmaster.
Cool.
I'll take 4.
Battle phase.
Sure.
I'm gonna swing in.
You're about to get
Is it a
so
witch?
punished.
Am I?
Yeah. It's Nudoria. Pop this. Oh man. I'd imagine that is not how you expected that turn to go at all.
This isn't how I expected this whole episode to go so far.
All right, buddy. I got
This has
another
been extremely one-sided.
I got another boring turn for you. I'm gonna set 1, set 2, and pass it back. Freeze! Oh shit. A pass. Holy shit, that's bad. All right, I'll go to main phase. I'm gonna flip the Koichi and activate the effect. Let's normal summon a Ninja Grandmaster and go battle, and I'll kill 2 of the tokens. And pass. Wait, you just passed?
Yep.
Holy shit. All right. Let's activate Rhoda.
All right. I'm assuming you're
And
not picking Exiled Force.
no.
It'd be kind of stupid to waste that on a token.
I've done some stupid shit with the Exile Force before.
Yeah. See, what was it last episode? When you summoned him, did the effect, and then Monster Reborned him to do it again?
Yeah. When the correct play would have been to pop the salmon and then Monster Reborn bring back the salmon.
Yeah.
I will add and then summon the Creator Incarnate.
Hmm.
I'll go battle phase and I
They're
will.
playing a lot of new cards.
I am. And 16 and 18. And pass it back. I will draw. Standby to main. All right, let's summon and go battle. And I will attack with the chaos. Is it a recruiter? It was. And then 16. Main phase 2. I will set. End phase. I will resolve chaos and get the Rhoda. And back to you. Draw phase.
I didn't mean to do that. I meant to hit him at defeat.
Oh, did you leave?
Yeah.
All right, let's see what you're playing. Grandmaju, what is this? What is this? Oh, you're trying to do that in partnering up with the Inferno, which is the inherent special by banishing, and the flip effect of Lady Assailant.
Yep.
Okay. You have 2 Thestalos. Dude, you and your Monarchs, man, you're killing it. Backfire. You have 3 copies of the field spell. That's pretty good.
Yeah, it's one I actually have 3 copies of, or any. A lot of those higher level field spells, I don't have any of them.
I only have the 1 copy of this, so like I wasn't even gonna play it when I built my version of what I could play of this. But honestly, your version would probably have been better than what I did. Maybe, depending on like what some of the I can't tell you what all the tech cards were, but I can say that I was playing the Mash Dragon just to recruit itself.
Yeah, I was trying to deck thin with that one.
I wasn't playing Inferno because its actual effect will never come up. So instead I was playing the Flame Spirit, which is a bigger body. It still specials itself, and it has the ability to buff itself during the battle phase. I don't have UFO Turtle.
I don't have Flame Spirit.
Oh, okay. I only had 2 copies of the Flame Sprite, and I don't have any of the baseball kit, which is really annoying.
Really?
Yeah, dude. And you have a playset of the Solar Flare Dragon. Because
about the only thing I didn't get a playset out of were some of the higher rares and the Harpy Ladies. That's about it.
Oh, so yeah, that was what I was trying to tell you from before. So like I have playsets of all the Harpies, but I don't have a single copy of the field spell.
Oh, really?
So it makes me just not even want to play it.
I actually have 4 of the field spell.
That's insane.
Yeah.
So I mean, yeah, like honestly, the fire thing looks really good because you have like your inherent special summons, you have like ways to banish. So like what I ended up doing to substitute some of this stuff, because I did make sure that I was playing specifically pyro cards for like if they were good.
Yeah, a lot of mine are too.
I think it's like the Flame Spirit is a pyro, Solar Flare is a pyro, and the
Thestalos is a pyro for my deck at least.
Yeah, I was playing the 1 copy of Thestalos because I also have one. I was playing like 2 of the Sprite, 3 of the Solar Flare. I was playing the Flame Spirit, but to make up for some of the pyros that I don't have, I was just playing vanillas because they're beaters. But it's the Dark Flare Soldier 1 and 2.
Oh yeah.
But yeah, just to make up, because after that it's like, wow, this is not a lot of monsters. So I ended up throwing in the Mash Dragon with it being a fire, thinking that it's just going to recruit itself, but it's also going to help like thin the deck out a little bit.
Yeah. So the thing with Grandmaju in this deck, that was a long shot in and of itself.
Right.
But I have the potential with just what I have here to put him at 4,400 attack and defense.
I mean that's like a close call, because let's just say you did a max number of banishes in a single turn. So let's just say you set the Lady Assailant and you have an Inferno in hand, pass it back to you, you flip the Lady Assailant, you special the Inferno. So what, you banished 3, you banished 1, that puts this thing at 16.
Yeah. You're playing a lot of burn.
Yeah, I mean, I'm doing like the Secret Barrel, Ojama Trio, and Poison.
Poison, yeah. It's a lot more than you were playing.
So with the new stuff from the previous set, we had the Ninja Grandmaster, which I thought was funny enough that it was a light monster. And now we have the Creator Incarnate to go with my 1 copy of the Creator. Also, those 2 cards, even being at lights, they're also warriors, so I can even search them with Rhoda.
Mm-hmm.
And now that I'm playing Lights and Darks, I can now play my 1 copy of Chaos Sorcerer. And everything else is either a spell that's like very reactionary. So it's like I could either set the poison and you could try to blow it up with the bait doll and it doesn't do anything. Or you try to do what you did do with the heavy storm and I can just chain to it. And then we also got like slightly better darks in Dekoichi. So I can just like keep increasing my card advantage. And then I threw in Newdoria just as like a way to where I could feel comfortable setting and passing. Because even if you run over it, I can either out the thing that you attacked into it, or if you have like another body, I can attack or I can destroy like a bigger threat.
What set was Newdoria from?
I'm not sure.
I don't have him either.
From an older set.
Oh man, I thought I had something with this deck.
Back to the drawing board.
Well, the problem is the drawing board isn't even the drawing board because now this is done and dusted. Like now we got a whole new set coming with new strategies.
All right, bud, we're back. It's the wheel. Feels like it's been a while. We've actually been like filming this stuff like kind of out of order all over the place whenever we can.
Yeah.
So yeah, it definitely does feel like a hot minute since we've been back. All right, well, let's just spin the wheel. See what happens. A wild rare. I have to take a look again. What were the rares in this?
Let me pull it up here.
So it's ultimate insect level 3. I forget the name of this card, but it's the big metal dragon thing. Machine duplication, monster reincarnation, and a Dekoichi.
Yeah.
I'll have to look at my collection to see what I have of like ratios for some of these cards, because I think I have quite a few of them already. Or if I already have like maybe 1 or 2, like I definitely don't have a playset of some of these. I think without a doubt, it's probably not going to be the machine dragon, just because, I don't know. I just don't think that the card is that good, especially when we don't have reasoning, which was like the only reason why this card got played is because of reasoning. All right, guys, well, that's going to bring an end to this episode. Thanks again for watching. If you liked the video, like, comment down below. Tell us what you think. Consider hitting that subscribe button for more content just like this. Before we go, Cody, closing thoughts?
Yeah, don't play with fire, kids.
Yeah, oh, there you go. That was good.
We did Bane impressions earlier. Ended up like Two-Face.
All right, guys, we'll see you next week. Bye.